First at 4, political protests get ugly. How President-elect Donald Trump is responding to the anger in the streets. A local police officer is suspended over what some call a racist post on Facebook. We're tracking the investigation. Hi, Paula.
Of all the veteran stories you might hear today, this one is particularly interesting. And today, the French finally got a chance to say thank you.
Still hanging on to some clouds. They won't last long, and that leads to our coldest night of the season. That and more right now, first at 4.
Live from downtown Detroit. Local 4 News First at 4 starts now.
Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Kimberly Gill in for Karen Drew today. First at 4, a Canton police officer has been suspended with pay during the investigation of what some are calling a racist post on Facebook. Take a look. Here's a screen grab of that post. The officer, Kenneth John Kleshid, reportedly watching a live feed of an election protest, posted a comment that said, quote, "Go home, monkeys." The image was sent to Local 4. We started looking for the officer and found out that he works for the Canton Police Department. Our Sean Lay is working the story, including how the department is responding.
Kimberly, here's what we know. The department here in Canton responded right away this morning. They were made aware of their officer's alleged posting here. They were made aware from a call from Detroit Police. That's where Officer Kenneth Klesch worked for 2 years prior to coming to Canton. The public safety director here, he is shocked, disturbed, and Klesch was suspended after he was interviewed by his own department here around 10 this morning. Now, Klesch allegedly wrote this post during a Facebook live feed of a protest in Baltimore. A local 4 viewer here saw that post, recognizing the person as a local police officer. Live at 5 and at 6 o'clock, people in Canton are reacting to the post and how this department is handling what they're calling such an embarrassing and potentially dangerous situation. Kimberly?
We'll be looking forward to it, Sean. Thank you. A beloved Coney Island owner is gunned down, and months later, the killer remains on the loose. And today, his family is searching for answers, holding out hope someone will come forward. 2 months ago, 59-year-old Frank Nyunchai was murdered in broad daylight at the Detroit Coney Island on Schaefer. It's the restaurant he ran for 36 years. Police tell us he often left the front door open so his regulars could easily order.
We were always slightly concerned about his safety, being that he worked, in a rough area, and he always made it a point to make it clear that he was fine and we had nothing to worry about because the community loved him just as much as he loved them. Every day I sit with my daughter who didn't get the opportunity to meet him, and I tell her how great of a person he was.
Crime Stoppers is offering a $10,000 cash reward for any tips leading to an arrest. If you know anything, call them at 1-800-SPEAK-UP. We are one step closer to the completion of Detroit's new Q-Line rail system. Today, construction crews welded the final pieces of rail for the streetcar route. This key milestone comes more than 2 years after construction began. Project leaders say construction of the system is on schedule to reopen Woodward Avenue just in time for the big Thanksgiving Day parade. The new system is expected to service its first riders sometime next year. A police officer in Troy is being hailed a hero after he swooped in to rescue an injured hawk. Take a look at this. This is Officer Valencourt. He found this poor little guy with 2 broken legs on Crooks Road near I-75. The officer called in backup, and the hawk was transported to Howell Nature Center, where it is being treated there, and hopefully it's going to be okay. Okay, so time now for our first look at the forecast. Ben, a beautiful day today, and you warned us about that wind. It was whipping earlier.
Yeah, you know what? It's starting to feel a little bit more like heading into Thanksgiving, or at least getting close to it. The clouds are still holding on here to the east side. Temperatures only in the 40s, and with that wind coming out of the north at about 10 to 15 miles an hour, noticeable breezes, and in some cases there is a wind chill out there as well. Here's what we're looking at for the rest of the next 7 days. Freezing cold tonight, our coldest of the season. A sun-drenched weekend. We'll tell you where temperatures go in the afternoon, and our next shot of rain is almost a week away. More on that in just a few minutes. Kim?
Ben, for the third straight day, protests are being held across the country against President-elect Donald Trump. Devin joins us from the newsroom. And Devin, we've seen demonstrators all across the country following Tuesday night's results, including here in Metro Detroit as well.
Exactly right, Kimberly. The protests held here in Metro Detroit have stayed peaceful. We can report that, but that has not been the case everywhere in the country. Last night, a group of several hundred students gathered at Wayne State University. They marched from the campus down to Campus Martius. In Portland, Oregon, a protest turned into a violent riot with some demonstrators smashing windows, while others threw things at police officers, including lit firecrackers. Officers fired pepper spray into the crowd to try to restore order. At the end of the night, 26 people were arrested.
You're not going to sit there and just say you're doing peaceful protesting. You're sitting there breaking fuse boxes, lighting trash cans on fire, just vandalizing everything you can because you're pissed off because your candidate didn't win. It's just stupid. It needs to end.
Donald Trump has responded to the protests only on Twitter. His first tweet last night accused the media of inciting professional protesters, but 9 hours later he praised those same protesters as having, quote, passion for our great country. Meantime, the big news coming out this afternoon, Vice President-elect Mike Pence is going to take over Trump's transition team. That was, of course, a post that was originally given to New Jersey's Governor Chris Christie. He is going to be staying on as one of the many vice chairs on the team, but an interesting change to make just 2 days into this process after Election Day Tuesday night. Kimberly, back to you.
And we're hearing his children will be a part of that team
Exactly right.
as well. So, okay, Devin, we'll see you coming
Alrighty.
up at 5 o'clock. Thank you. First at 4, we are on top of stories making headlines around the world. In Southern California, these police cars bumped into each other during a chase that reached speeds of 100 miles an hour. Officers were chasing a stolen Nissan Altima through Orange County. Eventually, the suspect jumped out of the car and tried to run away. Police tracked him down, though, in a backyard and arrested him. Nobody was hurt. Moving to the East Coast now, these wildfires in North Carolina have sparked an arson investigation. Firefighters have been battling about 30 wildfires across the state. At least 10 fires have burned more than 100 acres. Fire investigators say they found materials at the scene of some of those fires that makes them suspect arson. Dry conditions and heavy winds are making things even more difficult for firefighters there. Politics can get crazy around the world, but wait until you see this video from State Parliament in Australia. Take a look here, and if you look closely, you can see some lawmakers showed up for a vote in the middle of the night, half-dressed and out of breath. A vote was canceled at 2:30 in the morning because an opposition lawmaker wasn't allowed to give a speech. Some questioned whether there was a breach of the dress code, but the vote took place anyway. In spite of the drama, that lawmaker was still not allowed to speak. Well, back here in the United States, today we are honoring our veterans. President Obama laid a wreath at the Tomb of the Unknown Soldier. Each year on November 11th at precisely 11 a.m., the wreath is laid to mark Veterans Day. The ceremony honors and thanks all who served in the United States Armed Forces. There were ceremonies and parades all around the country. And here at home, our Paula Tutman met 5 local heroes receiving thanks from the country of France for their bravery during World War II.
Lots of Veterans Day stories today, but this one is particularly interesting. On a day when we thank our U.S. service people for their sacrifices, it's important to know that other countries have their own thanks to give. Today, it was the French.
To the service of democracy and the dignity of humankind. From June 6, 1944, they fought bravely, battle after battle, across France.
6 World War II veterans, 5 of whom were present in Southfield today, all given France's highest honor, the Knight of the Legion of Honor Medal, for their part in liberating the French from Nazi occupation.
He was wounded in action during a crash landing. Thank you for your service, sir. I think they deserve it.
The Midwest Consul General of France stepped to each man, some barely able to stand, but still they did, to be honored. Walter Bela, 93. Mario Zizzi is 96 years old. Robert Hafner, 92. John Clark, 94.
Yeah, well, we were on a bomb run and we had a direct hit. It's an honor. At 25,000 feet. And I knew I was going to die, so I said Hail Mary in Polish. And then I said, I guess the Lord understands Polish.
Alexander Jefferson, 95, a red tail of the Tuskegee Airmen, who was shot down and spent 8 months as a prisoner of war of the Germans.
On German bread and blood sausage, but I survived.
And Senator Gary Peters gave his own thanks, for if it were not for these men, he would have never been born.
One of those people was my mother, Madeleine Vignier, who grew up in Reims in northern France. She was just 15 years old when her entire family, her parents, her brothers, her sister, were evacuated, forced to flee the German invasion.
For every veteran, there is a story all woven into the tapestry of our history, past and our present. And at the end of each story, a collective thank you from us all. Paula Tutman, Local 4.
Beautiful story, Paula. Thank you. Also, First at 4, scammers are always looking for a new way to steal your personal information. Coming up, I'll show you how they're targeting holiday shoppers. And Sandra Ali has good help. Hi, Sandra.
Hi there, Kimberly. Parents of very young students are always being warned to be careful of food allergies. But now there's one age group that could be forgotten and at risk. Also, even if rats give you the creeps, you will want to know the story behind this video right here. Tickling rats, all in the name of science. We'll talk about it coming up next.
From cheap. Coming up all new on Local 4 News at 5 and 6.
A dog statue stolen from right in front of this popular Birmingham gas station. I'm Evrod Cassimy. Coming up, we'll show you the video of the thief in action in hopes that you can help police find the person who stole it.
Okay, Evrod, thank you. In good health, food allergies are a huge concern in elementary schools, but experts are warning that colleges need to step it up. Sandra Ali is here with a closer look at the problem.
Yeah, this is surprising, Kimberly. A new study finds that most colleges actually don't have sufficient systems in place to support students with those food allergies. You know, while many colleges address the issue in cafeterias, that protection doesn't extend to dorms, organized sports, or even social events. Teenagers and young adults are considered the age group at the highest risk for life-threatening allergic reactions because they're less likely to always carry that EpiPen with them and also face social pressures that can make them reluctant to speak up when they go out to eat with their peers.
I have to admit, I never really gave it that much thought. You think about it, you know, in the elementary school kids, the younger ones.
But it makes sense.
It does make so much sense. Okay, another story really had our newsroom talking, and it involves tickling rats.
Yeah, this is a little gross. Sorry. This goes way beyond Tickle Me Elmo here. Take a look. German researchers say they found apparently rats love to be tickled. Who knew? And they actually giggle in response. The video here shows the ticklish rats repeatedly coming back for more and more. And if you're wondering why anyone would study this, well, the goal was to confirm which region of the brain is activated by tickling and how that sensation is, I guess, processed.
Okay, so then are they going to make a medication to make us all out of it? I mean, what are they going to do?
But why rats?
Rats of all, yeah, no. That's not a
study something else. Maybe next time.
That's a great story. Okay, Sandra, we appreciate it very much. Right now, let's send things over to Ben Bailey for an update on the forecast. And Ben, you say you might need an extra blanket tonight?
Extra blanket and then a pair of shades for the next couple days. Not at the same time, but eventually, because it's going to be bright, even though we are going to see our coldest night of the season tonight. Looking at satellite image right now, we're still holding on to some of these east side clouds. We told you the wind shifted around behind this cold front, and as we get that cold north wind over those lake waters, which are still relatively warm, at least compared to the air temperature, there's enough condensation out there to give us some cloud cover, at least on the east side. You see how it's kind of starting to fade on the west side of the area. We've gotten a couple radar returns, but most of those have been over the border. In fact, all of them have, coming off of Lake Huron. So we've got a dry forecast tonight, and as we told you at the top of the show, we got a dry forecast all the way into the start of next weekend. But here are those clouds as we look at Detroit's riverfront. The further west you get, the brighter things are. Even with that sunshine out there in our west zone, really didn't help temperatures all that much. It's 47 right now at Metro. We've got a wind that's out of the north at 16. So usually when that temperature drops below 45, that's when we start calculating wind chills. So my guess is at points in the evening, we'll be able to do that. Not that anybody's excited about that, but here's what we're expecting over the next coming days. Just a lot of sunshine into Saturday and Sunday. Of course, that means very bright conditions during the day, but those clear skies at night will allow temperatures to drop. And you can see, even though we'll get some clouds in here on Monday, there's just not a lot of moisture with any of the systems that are moving through. So we're looking at dry conditions through the week, maybe Friday late. That looks like our next shot at seeing some showers here in southeast Michigan. These are our low temperatures tonight as we drop down to around 30 degrees here in our metro zone. 31 in Detroit, 32 in Dearborn. Romulus is going to be at 31. In our south zone, we're looking at those numbers anywhere between the upper 20s out here in parts of Lenawee County to the low 30s, a little bit closer to Lake Erie. North of there, it's pretty much all 20s for low temperatures tonight. 28 in Flint, 27 in Fenton, and then the further off to the west you get, a little bit chillier. Howell may drop to 25 for low temperatures tonight, and all 20s here except for maybe closer to the Lake Huron shoreline. You'll stay right around that freezing mark as we head into tomorrow. High temperatures only hitting 49 in the afternoon, but we will keep the sunshine around. And then those numbers bump up just a little bit to 54 as we get into Sunday. And we'll go into next week very close to average for this time of year. Morning lows start getting a little bit milder. At least we'll get out of the 30s in most locations by Tuesday and Wednesday. But it's going to feel like November all the way through the upcoming end of the forecast, Kim.
Love that beautiful sunshine. Okay, Ben, thank you. Trending today, a comedy cliffhanger, or sort of, how Dave Chappelle is poking fun at himself leading up to his appearance on Saturday Night Live. Up first, though, scammers are looking to spoil your holidays. A cybersecurity warning for bargain hunters who make a big mistake. But first, as we head to break, here is a quick look at how the markets closed for the day. Okay, welcome back, everybody. Trending today, a warning about shopping apps. You might be downloading new apps to your phone to save money on holiday shopping, but beware. Cybersecurity experts say there's been an explosion of fake apps designed to steal your personal information. So watch out for that. Some of the retailers who have seen fake apps pop up using their names include Dillard's, Payless, Puma, and Pandora. Some of the warning signs: if you don't see any customer reviews, that's a good indication that it could be a fake. Or if the app was only recently posted, look for poor English or bad grammar. And when in doubt, look for a retailer's legitimate website and link to their app there. Google and Apple say they are constantly flagging and removing suspicious apps, but new ones keep popping up, so be careful. I guess you just can't trust anything anymore.
And you get so many apps on your phone, it's
exactly
hard to know.
Easy to do. Okay, and talk about an 80s flashback. Look at this. Nintendo has gone back to the past with the release of its Classic Edition. The Classic comes with 30 games pre-installed, including traditional favorites like Donkey Kong and Super Mario Brothers. The system that went on sale today for $59.99. Supplies, though, are already running low. Some people are selling their consoles on eBay for as much as $1,000.
What?
Wish I still had mine.
I was an Atari 2600.
Atari, dude, yeah, I could see that.
This is still cool.
Joystick. Okay, comedian Dave Chappelle has been trending online since it was announced he would host Saturday Night Live this weekend. Boop, there he is. Chappelle famously walked away from a multi-million-dollar deal to do sketch comedy, and now he's poking fun at his disappearing act.
I'm Dave Chappelle, and I'm hosting SNL this week with musical guest A Tribe Called Quest.
But you sure you're gonna be here,
gonna show
man?
up, buddy? Yeah, we'll see.
The best. Of course, you can only see Saturday Night Live here on Local 4 tomorrow night, right after Local 4 News at 11. Okay, well, still ahead, first at 4. Some of you get a chance to say goodbye to Carmen Harlan. It's the end of an era here at Local 4. We'll have that coming up next.
My grand.
Thank you for all of your years of service.
Carmen Harlan, I wish you a very good, prosperous retirement. And thank you for serving Detroit.
Good luck and well wishes.
How about that? Well, we all know that many of you will miss Carmen. She certainly had a big influence on everybody here at Local 4.
Yeah, and especially us being the two newbies here.
Absolutely. She's been wonderful, though, and she will certainly be missed. We loved seeing all of the old videos of her, especially over the years, have been really great, the different hairstyles and everything. So, but coming up today, it's her very last day. She'll anchor the 5, 6, and 11 o'clock newscast. They're coming up. They'll have some special guests and even some poetry at 5 p.m. So stay with Local 4 to celebrate Carmen. So much more coming up. Inside Edition is coming up next. Stay with us.